The people must know.
My thanks to Esau for that introduction. Today on The People Must Know, it is Steve.
And Alex.
And today, The People Must Know, the DVD box set, is an underappreciated and sadly dying work of art. The DVD box set is an accomplishment of engineering in its geometry and its ergonometry. It's so effective.
I couldn't agree more, Steve. So, when you open a box set, you'll notice that the set of DVDs is usually tucked within a rectangular insert. Then, when you remove the actual set of DVDs and attempt to unfold them, the rectangles, which once filled a larger hole, will unfold and unveil the DVD prize within. Just smaller and smaller rectangles that then, once you're done, they will build back up upon themselves and slide very neatly into that insert. I couldn't agree more. The geometry is something to behold.
You simply don't see that in other mediums. Video game cases, CD cases, they don't envelope together in such an accomplishing way as the DVD box set does. It also typically comes with an insert guide. It gives you perhaps a summary of the season to come, a summary of the episodes. I particularly enjoy on the Simpsons DVD inserts that they will include a note from Matt Groening, his thoughts on the season that you would not get with a VHS tape, and you surely would not get with a subscription to Simpsons World, or if you're watching a marathon on FXX.
That is an excellent point, Steve. I would also like to point out that these insert guides, while they very often will include descriptions of episodes that, quite frankly, are just more carefully written than you might find on the internet. It's a care and attention to detail that's taken with these, but accompanying them is often art or behind the scenes photos that you just might not see otherwise, or cast photos. So, now, you know, Steve, my fondness and my affinity for the show Frasier.
Certainly do.
That is a show very near and dear to my heart, and a show that I think encompasses so much of what we do here on NPR Voice Levels and on The People Must Know so emphatically. But each of these DVD box set seasons includes all of your favorite cast members, from Kelsey Grammer to David Hyde Pierce to Jane Leeves to Moose as Eddie. Each of these characters are appearing in some sort of set, and a photo has been taken of them. Their beautiful smiling faces. Like occasionally even Bob Bulldog Briscoe will show up for one of these photos. It wasn't even a regular cast member, but we get to see him smiling along with all the others. Now I ask Steve, on Simpsons cases or whatever box sets might just be so pleasing to you, is there any particular imagery that stands out?
A great point. These DVD box sets become a collection of the show itself. It escapes merely packaging. It becomes art. The Simpsons is famous for using character faces, character heads. I'd like to point out one other important part of the DVD box set ownership experience. When you own a DVD box set, you intimately know the season of the show that you bought in such a way that when asked, when prompted, you will be able to provide the season, the disc, and the order on the disc that that episode in question is located on.
Yes, could not agree with that more. You see, in each season of Frasier, a critically acclaimed and Emmy award-winning show 4 years in a row, each season has been broken into 4 sets of 6 episodes. Now, occasionally on the DVDs, these 2-part episodes will be grouped into a single episode, making them only 5-episode discs to the layman, of course. But the more prideful of us, the more appreciative among us, are aware of the 6-episode limit on each of these. And so, when asked to reference an episode, we will often point to the episode number in which that episode appears on the disc. Simply saying episode 18 is not pinpoint accurate enough. No, we might refer to it as Season 3, Disc 3, Number 6 on the disc. That is achieving a level of accuracy that streaming services simply will not allow.
To own a DVD box set is to own that season of the show, as opposed to borrow it. It becomes your prized possession. It often replaces where you may put a book where you may put a trinket or a potted plant on a shelf. Rather, you put your DVD box set front and center for any guest to understand your commitment level to this TV show.
Yes, it might even replace a prized family urn holding the ashes of a deceased relative. That is exactly the level of importance that these DVD box sets are able to achieve in our lives, as much as a dog-eared copy of Middlemarch. So, as we begin to round out the discussion today, let us think of what a Netflix would look like on a bookshelf. Now, that's just a string of ones and zeros, a pile of data sitting in a server farm somewhere. That would not look very appealing on a bookshelf, and that is something that the people must know. Now, want to go ahead and pass things back off to Esau, who so wonderfully introduced us today. Esau, would you like to carry us out?
The people must know.